This is Christian Roseland with PV Magazine. Thank you for joining us for our coverage of our 5th Quality Roundtable here at Intersolar Europe. In this roundtable, we're going to be taking a look at a holistic approach to quality management for the lifetime of projects, looking at selection of components, legal and technical issues, and how we tie all of this together in both the building phase and the operations and maintenance phase. So let's take a look. The Quality Roundtable at Intersolar Europe focused on pressing issues for the industry, including those with components. Connector problems, including mismatch of different manufacturers, are some of the most common issues cited among reasons for a decline in solar plant performance. So why is it important to bring together participants in the industry to have this conversation at this time about quality?
Well, it's going to be the answer will be very simple. We see in the field, according to our field survey program, that about 25% of the panels that we visually surveyed are displaying some degradations, early phase degradation, and only after less than 5 years of operations in the fields. So the subject matter is becoming very important in the industry and is gaining a lot of visibility within the downstream and investment communities. So they are now asking to experts, all suppliers upstreams, why the problem are coming and what should I do to mitigate my risk for my future investments. So from a sustainability of the business standpoint, it's very important learning from the past mistakes, integrating the learning, the best practices in order to mitigate the risks for future projects who are in the developments. There are massive amount of project in developments, and the last thing the investment community wants to see is a problem.
When examining issues with quality and reliability, the root problems can be difficult to determine. The role of monitoring and testing, both in the field and the factory, was another big topic of discussion this year. This includes interpretation of results. Additionally, the roundtable looked at systemic approaches to questions of quality and reliability in a discussion which is ongoing. So can you tell me some of the key takeaways that people can get from this Quality Roundtable and what some of the main messages have been?
Yeah, sure. It's the key takeaways. There's so much uncertainty because solar is so new. We've seen almost 90% of the installations were in the last 5 years. There are so many unknowns, so there is no discount for quality. And there is not one thing, one silver bullet. So testing itself just alone is not enough. So you need to do testing, you need to do reliability testing, you need to monitor the production to see that everything goes as promised, that the right materials are utilized, and then you have to do batch testing to make sure that the materials are stable, and then field testing, installation testing, and have really clever monitoring to identify any issues. So it's all this uncertainty and variability really creates a huge need for a holistic approach from any possible angle to safeguard the investment.
That's all for now. Thank you for joining us for our coverage of PV Magazine's 5th Quality Roundtable at Intersolar Europe. For PV Magazine, this is Christian Roseland.